He was the leading regular season goal getter on the first state championship team in Seneca Valley history. He scored a hat trick in the Pennsylvania Cup game for the Seneca Valley Raiders to lead them to a 7-2 win over Holy Ghost Prep. They're getting crazy in Cranberry. The Raiders are state champs in hockey for the first time ever, and Braden Morin is with me. Braden, did you have a couple extra Wheaties this morning? Were you feeling any differently before this game? What do you think was the key to the hat trick?
I just felt like I've had a slump recently, so I had to come out, play my best, and the hat trick just came along with it. I just did my best, did what I thought I could for the team, and team played great as well, and that's what got us to win this game.
The scoring seemed to come by committee, and sometimes at random for you guys, kind of like you said. It was a different contributor in all the different playoff games. How did you stay sharp mentally in those times when the pucks weren't going in as much as they were tonight?
We just had to battle through, especially when they put those two in on us, but the biggest goal was whenever Jimmy scored right before the end of the second period. That got us the momentum we needed to go into the third, and that's how we got a few quick ones to the start of the third and to finish this game off.
How challenging is it not just to compartmentalize the emotion of winning that game on Monday, literally the longest 3A final in league history to this point, and be like, hey, we've still got another game to go, and to play this high-stakes game against a team you've literally never seen before? How do you prepare for that?
We were tired of winning an OT, so we're like, get out, do our best, and just go kill this team. And that's what we did. We did just that.
What impressed you the most about the team effort today?
Everyone did their job, and we all worked our hardest, and that's how we got all the goals we did, because we played. This is one of our best games of the season, and it just happened to be at one of the most important games of the season.
You have achieved a proverbial grand slam in high school hockey, a St. Margaret Fall Face-Off Championship, a PA Scholastic Showcase Championship, a Penguins Cup Championship, a Pennsylvania Cup Championship. What makes this team so special, and why have they been winning so consistently this year?
We had 5 goals from the beginning of the year. Those 3 that you said were 3 of them. And we knew at the beginning that this group of guys could do whatever it took. And we just worked our tails off the entire year, and we got it done.
How does it feel personally to finally accomplish that 5th goal? Wink, wink.
Feels great. It feels great. It's what we've been working for all year. I can't ask for anything else.
Braden, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The alternate captain is larger than life on the ice, and a big boy in person too, Jimmy Murtha, alternate captain of your state champion Seneca Valley Raiders. The Raiders get it done by a 7-2 score over mighty Holy Ghost Prep, one of the top private teams out in the East, the Flyers Cup champion. Jimmy, a couple of goals for you in the Pennsylvania Cup tonight. Just from a team perspective, part of the leadership group, from your perspective, what did you like most about what the team did tonight?
I just liked how we always worked. Even when they got those first 2 goals back on us, we came back, scored it again, and in the start of the third period, we knew they were going to come out strong, and we kept working hard.
If I may invoke a popular meme, did you take that personally when they got the 2 goals? Because you got the one that seemed to be the backbreaker in the long run.
Yeah, I think the whole team took it personally. We just wanted to go out and get it right back.
How challenging is it to compartmentalize all that emotion after winning that Marathon Penguins Cup game? You have to prepare for another game and against a team that you've never seen before, and there's a state title on the line. How do you get ready for a game like that?
It was hard, especially after going into 3 overtimes in Penn's Cup, but we just, first practice back, we got refocused and just had that killer attitude.
Tyler Masiska was a Seneca Valley player who came so close to winning a championship. You finally got him one as a coach. Now you got him a state title as a coach. What is it like playing for him, and what does that mean to you?
He's a great coach. Each game, he prepares us really well.
2 goals, as I said, for you tonight. Did you feel like you had at least one in you in this game? Were you feeling any different before this one?
Yeah, I definitely felt special. I'm a senior, so it's my last game, and I wanted to go out in a good way.
What can you say about the rest of the senior class and just what they've meant to the program?
I love those guys. Andrew Malitsky, I've been on the line with him all year. We work really well together. Everyone else, we just worked our butts off all year.
You've got some pretty good wheels out on the ice yourself. I've seen you move out there, and gonna be doing some dancing here. You're still gonna have some wheels, I'm sure. What does it mean to be a part of the first ever state championship team at the school?
I mean, it feels amazing. This is what we wanted from the start of the season, and we ended up getting it, which was great.
Jimmy Murtha, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Matt Popchuk here with the other alternate captain, Marshall Hewitt, who pumped in a few points for the Raiders tonight, got a goal of his own, a multi-point effort in the Pennsylvania Cup. The Raiders are going to be celebrating tonight their first ever Pennsylvania Cup title. They defeat Holy Ghost Prep, the Flyers Cup champs, by a 7-2 score here on the island. He was the hero of the longest game in 3A Penguins Cup final history, and you get to put on the proverbial cape again tonight and celebrate a state title. How does it feel?
Feels great. It's the best feeling ever. I mean, we've never been here before, so first time here, it's awesome.
Strange things seem to happen after dark. You have that 3 overtime game Monday where you get to score that winning goal, and you're playing a very game opponent here in Holy Ghost Prep. How tough was it to prepare for them coming off all the emotion and your own individual moment in that Penguins Cup game?
It was hard, but, I mean, our coach dealt with it pretty well. We watched a lot of film, picked out their key players, and we shut them down.
It's very in vogue for PIHL players of a previous era to come back and coach now. Tyler Masiska obviously coaching at his alma mater. What is it like playing for him? You know, relatively younger guy, played the game. What does playing for him mean to you?
It's great. I mean, he's awesome. He knows the game very well. He knows how to win, obviously. First year as a coach, he's great.
And it's got to feel great to win one for him. You know, he came so close as a player a couple of times way back when. You guys get the Penguins Cup, you get the Pennsylvania Cup. Back at the beginning of the year, you got St. Margaret Fall Face-Off. You got the PA Scholastic Showcase. Are you tired of winning yet?
You can never be tired of winning, but, I mean, I think we're all glad it's over. We're tired, but job's finished.
Why is this team special? Why have they won so consistently in all these competitions and just really throughout the year?
We're just a tight-knit group. We do everything together, team meals. We go out together, play games together. We're just a tight-knit group. I think that's why we succeeded.
At the risk of putting the cart before the horse, maybe you haven't thought this far ahead yet, and I don't blame you. What will you do with the Pennsylvania Cup if you ever get it one-on-one? How will you celebrate tonight?
I don't know, probably go out to dinner with it, maybe eat some food out of it, take it golfing, I don't know.
Oh, you're a golfer?
Yeah, I'm not very good, but I like the golf.
Hey, you don't have to be when you got the cup with you. Marshall Hewitt, again, the Raiders victorious in the Pennsylvania Cup final. Marshall, it's been a pleasure covering the team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Matt Popchuk back here with the man between the pipes, all-star Chris Nichols, a Penguins Cup champion goalie, now a state champion goalie, and part of the first ever Pennsylvania Cup championship team in Seneca Valley Raiders history. They defeat Holy Ghost Prep by a 7-2 final score to capture that historic state crown. Chris, I was told by my broadcast partner that in his experience, you're a man of few words. I don't mind that so much because you did a fine job doing all your talking out on the ice. Having said that, how did you prepare for this particular opponent?
We watched film on them this morning, and then we knew who their guys were, and we shut them down, and then just went from there.
What impressed you the most about the way your team played in front of you today? Not just today, really, but just this whole playoffs.
We didn't come in the playoffs the best we wanted to with 2 losses, but after that, we locked it down and got 4 straight wins.
You individually had been red hot, and that really, it goes beyond playoffs. You had been playing statistically super well since the holiday break, really. You won, I think, 7 of your last 8 starts, including tonight, to end the season. Had you improved in any specific area or made an adjustment or done anything differently to start getting the results?
Just kept practicing hard, working hard, and being more focused so that whenever it comes to the games, it's just like practice.
The word family gets used a lot when describing a team. Would you describe this team that way?
Yeah, for sure. It's just a whole big family, and we play together and we play for each other.
St. Margaret Fall Face-Off champions, Scholastic Showcase champions, Penguins Cup champions, Pennsylvania Cup champions. You got the proverbial grand slam, Chris. Why does this team win so consistently? How do they do it?
When it matters most, we step up. We play our best, and then just find a way to win, even in like 3 overtimes.
We won't forget that one, that's for sure. And you had a big night in that game, no doubt about it. And just on a personal level, what does it mean to be part of a state championship, something that's never been done at your school before?
It's cool being the first one to do it. Just exciting and one I'll always remember.
Chris Nichols, winning goaltender here at the PA Cup. Thank you so much, Chris. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Matt Popchak back here with head coach Tyler Masiska from the Seneca Valley class of 2010 to being behind the bench of the first ever state championship team in Raiders hockey history. Seneca Valley, they are your Pennsylvania Cup champs for 24-25 in Class 3A for the first time ever. A 7-2 win over mighty Holy Ghost Prep, the Flyers Cup champ, and a very tough opponent at that. I got to start there, Coach. I'll tip my hockey helmet to you and your staff for just being able to reel in the emotions of your players after that marathon game on Monday and prepare for one of those Eastern PA teams from the private school conference. Never easy teams to play against. That had to be very trying for you and your staff, yes?
Yeah, that's a heck of a team. That's a really good team. We knew that going into it. But after that game on Monday, we enjoyed it, and then we got right back at it. We knew we had one more, and this was the one we were really hunting for since the beginning of the year. We wanted to win that state title. So, yeah, happy for them for being able to focus and get ready for this one, and it feels really good for sure. So.
I got to imagine it feels great on a personal level as well. As a player, you had come painfully close to winning Penguins Cup titles 2 years in a row. This time you're on the happy side of the overtime results and on the happy side of the state championship. How does it feel to finally get those flowers after all this time?
It's great, but it's not about me right now. I'm so happy for this organization in Seneca Valley and just how hard these kids have worked and all the parents that put in the time and effort to get here. And my 2 assistant coaches, Sam and Parker, they've been, they deserve all the credit in the world. So it's a group effort. It takes everybody to get here, and yeah, just can't be more proud of everybody around us.
Parker, a former Raider as well from yesteryear, as we recall.
And Sam, both.
And Sam, yeah. Absolutely. They keep it in the family in Cranberry. What impressed you the most about your team on this particular night?
Just, we got up 3-0, and they get those 2 to get it back to 3-2. All the momentum went their way, and as we've said all year, it's just next shift. They're resilient, and that goal going into the end of the second period was huge, and that's just what these guys do all year round. In the Penguin Cup final, they tie it up late. These guys just stick with it. And then third period starts, we get a quick goal to start the third, and the floodgates kind of opened up from there. But man, just these guys just stick with it, and they don't ever get panic on the bench. They just are ready to go for the next shift. So it was awesome to see.
And that's the best feeling as a coach, I would imagine. Just, you always wonder in those spots, what's this coach going to say now? You didn't have to say anything. They took charge.
No, I mean, it's a great team. Like, these guys know, it's 3-2, and, we knew we had to get the next one because they were starting to push a little bit. And like I said, that's a good team, and we knew it wasn't going to come easy. So definitely was good to go into the third with that 2-goal cushion.
We'll go back to the beginning of the year. St. Margaret Fall Face-Off champions, Scholastic Showcase champions over the holiday break, followed by the Penguins Cup championship, followed by the state championship, a proverbial grand slam for Seneca Valley hockey. I'm not sure if that's been done before. How does it feel to do it?
It's unbelievable, and credit to all the guys in the room because they put in the work, and yeah, our mentality is we want to win every time we step on the ice. So we're going to enjoy this, and hopefully this is a sign of things to come in the future as well.
We going to be eating some pasta out of the Pennsylvania Cup at any point or anything along those lines?
Yeah, we'll be, whatever you can put in there, we'll eat it. Ice cream, pasta, whatever will go in there. So yeah, we'll enjoy it for sure.
Once again, let the celebration begin in northern suburbia. The Raiders are state champs. Head coach Tyler Masiska leading the way. Thank you, Coach, and congratulations again.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
This is the end, my friend. Matt Popchuk with old friend Brian Mitchell. What great work he did behind the scenes for the PIHL, helping organize this Pennsylvania Cup event. A great day on the island and a historic day. The Borough Bucks made history. The Seneca Valley Raiders, another team that wears blue and white, no less, made history of their own.
Yeah, absolutely. And first things first, I want to thank Todd Kazarowski and you guys at 10 Band TV. I was honored by being offered the play-by-play job on that inaugural game. I mean, if we're talking about big picture and things like that, I mean, first time ever, we're finally getting a little bit of respect on these open division teams and an opportunity for them to actually showcase what they can do on a bigger stage across the state. And it's huge whenever you look at what we're doing. And then you move along from that, and I'm just going to go back across. I'm just going to walk my way through it. The single A game, maybe that went to the East this year, but, it was a very solid thing. And I am going to say this on camera, and everybody at home can see this. Mr. Matt Popchuk, I apologize for a season-and-a-half long riot on antelopes. I actually have been proven wrong, and you are officially now no longer in trouble every time you use the term antelope and antelopes. They are permissibly used interchangeably. Congratulations, sir, you won one over on me.
I'll ask Governor Shapiro to sign my stay of execution. Thank you,
Absolutely. Sir. And then you get into the AA game. Very, very, very intense game coming down to the wire. I was talking with Jeff Brazilla at in the end zone during that one, and he said it's always been a good opportunity to have a game that you don't know the winner until late in it. And that is something that rode with me. And then I'm waiting in between the scorer's box to get set up, and it's 4 minutes left. All of a sudden, it just starts to pile goals on, and it changes. And this is how the intensity of the games, these state games, can happen. Beautiful, great weekend for everybody here. And then the nightcap here, we will at least keep one of those championships on the west side here. Seneca Valley, great job, great crowd, intense crowd out there today. Great job by everybody involved. 10 Band TV, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. And you know me, I'm hard pressed. You know what I'm going to ask next. So go ahead and just ask me the question.
What should I ask, sir?
Girls League starts in about a month. Come and check it out. That's our next step in trying to get another state championship on the books. So the next step in evolution, we're going to continue to try to build that every year.
That's why I introduced him at parties as the smart one. He pulled that up before I could get it to compute.
Honestly, thank everybody, all 10 Band, Jared, Todd Hunter, our photographer, everybody that's working for the league, everybody that put time in these last 3 weeks. We're all tired, we're all beat up, but we all know it's worth it. Kennedy, appreciate it. You guys have earned it here, all of you guys. Matt, you've worked your butt off. All these new friends that we've made along the way. It's been an amazing run. Get ready for 25, 26. It's only going to get bigger and better.
Of that much, I am equally certain. Thank you very much, Brian Mitchell. The Pennsylvania Cup, yes, sir.
And the third period is our period.
Yes. Larry, that was for you, buddy. That was for you, absolutely. The day began with D2, as Brian said, getting their flowers at long last, and a great job by the Bucks. They're going to Nationals next in California at the end of March. It continued with a first-time Eastern PA state winner winning 7-2. It ends with a first-time Western PA winner winning 7-2. What are the odds? Brian, yes, blue and white. There's some dark blue for you, some blue and white. Brian Mitchell, Matt Popchuk with the black and red of 10 Band TV, and that's all she wrote.